It's week 1 of the NFL, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Cowboys and the Giants under the lights on Sunday night.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. But now here we are a few days later on Sunday, looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because everyone feels like they've got a shot at the defending champs. They think that they can be the new champs. And here we are getting things going. Let's have some fun.
What a matchup for our first Sunday nighter of the year. The Cowboys and Giants underway in week 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Giants ready to go now on offense. And under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
Playing for his Giants career, Jones' best season as a starter didn't come with huge numbers as a passer. He was just the guy his team needed him to be, someone who could threaten the defense throwing it, and especially as a runner.
Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Jones throw taken in by Slayton. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time. And it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
Prescott has some things to clean up from last season, leading the NFL with 15 interceptions and only 12 games played. But we can't overlook the good. 23 touchdowns and an 8-4 record as a starter as he led the Cowboys to consecutive postseasons for the first time since 2007.
A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Second down, Pollard again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Boy, I tell you, the schedule makers got it right here in week 1. A lot of great games today. And another Buffalo and the Jets right here in this very stadium tomorrow night. Won't that be fun? But of these two teams, Charles, Giants and Cowboys, which one do you think is the bigger threat to Philadelphia in the NFC East?
As we start here right now, it's got to be Dallas. How explosive are they offensively? Extremely. And on the defensive side of the ball, they take it away from teams. But don't count out the Giants. Their defense, they get after you with a lot of pressure. And if their quarterback continues to grow, Look out.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 52 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Okay, here we go.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Isaiah Hodgins was his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Throwing Jones. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to race his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Prescott now. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Taken down at the 41. 4 yards on the
2nd and 6.
Kill.
47.
Here's Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter, and he's got a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau. 2nd down and 8. Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Pollard going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now Jones. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Prescott now on 2nd down. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here's Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1. Prescott to throw it. That is caught. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
And the decision paid off indeed. Here's Pollard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking to throw. Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Able to fight. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
At the 19-yard line.
Hodgins in motion. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Half 18.
Off the play fake. Jones. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
First down, Jim, at the 46.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bombing him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Up the middle with Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
Here we go, hey.
Back to throw. Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Giants 1st down as they take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense. They wind up getting 8 on 4th and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Barkley. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
And you can sense a little bit of optimism here. Things have not been going their way, but they get the turnover on the other end, and they turn right around and put a nice drive together. Then they finish it off with a strong run for their 1st touchdown of the game.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Throwing, Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Here's Jackson. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. And that following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
The window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Got a man, Slayton. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A second down throw for Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Throw pulled in by Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. Here's Pollard. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Second down, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where you see the final score there. Jared Goff with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. Bryce Young, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. And finally, on the season premiere of Monday Night Football, this is going to get a bonkers rating. Bills, Jets at MetLife Stadium. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front. pounding on the defense right now with the running game and truly establishing the...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Prescott now. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 3rd and 9 here. Here's Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing Jones. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up the big fella. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back.
Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That is incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken right at the 35. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now here come the Cowboys. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Prescott to throw it. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 1 now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down, Pollard again. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Run for Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
He's got another first down, and he's also just a few yards short of 200 for the ball game.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2nd and 9. To throw is Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Now here's Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Prescott. Pushes past him. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Looking to throw. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after try forthcoming. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Oh, look at the juke. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Giants on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he will have a Giants 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 22, Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. inside handoff. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point try good by Gano. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First down, Cowboys.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Down to about the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Gonna run again here with Pollard. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Carlos Basham able to make the play defensively. 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Jake Ferguson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And New York set to take the field. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here we go, hey. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one complete to Hodgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Jones now on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Jones with a carry on 1st down, but I don't think he even made it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense all over that one. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Prescott now. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a first down carry by Jones. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Oh, Prescott here to throw. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Well, partner, that'll do it. You know, these week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea